to the stream. Gunner, Cop.
Hello.
The Ristic Cave, somebody paid the one for it and it disappeared, so don't mind that.
We'll find it.
We'll find it.
Yeah.
We have our pod. And we're going to go live to them, and they're going to go through their build, and you're going to have 75 minutes, and you're going to watch a live Commander Seal build. Let's check it out.
You have tech present? Your time starts? Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Good stuff. Makes sense. I figure open Commander first. Like dancing ace.
Sure, yeah. I mean, we're just gonna let them open a little bit here, and we can just keep talking. I mean,
Well, that's
this
interesting.
is supposed to be super casual and chatty at this point. I mean, we're not, necessarily telling you how to build your deck or telling you what to do. And for a competitive event, this is quite possibly one of the lowest stakes possible. So, I mean, if this is your first time, doing this, or you suck at limited or something like that, feel free to ask questions. Feel free to talk.
Yes, I did. This is my first time with Sealed, Commander Sealed, but I did watch the promotional kind of stream of the format on in July that Loading Ready Live did.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, and then they said it was in Rochester. I'm like, oh, that's great. That's close. So it's really excited. I've been excited to be here ever since.
This is exciting. I'm 3 packs in and I have 1 legend and it's only blue. So figuring it out. All right, we got there. Got a Golgari one.
Okay. Well, worst case, we've got the Prismatic Piper and the other one.
Nameless one?
The nameless one, yeah.
It's already me. Just open the...
That's like, oh right. I'm like, I should open the commander packs first, and then I stop, then I don't look for legends. Okay.
You do have another one in your white pile.
Oh, do I? Thank you.
So last time we only had like an hour, and it definitely did not feel like enough time.
Well, you have an extra 15 minutes this time.
Yeah.
Just like for the rounds. Your rounds will also be 75. Interesting mix of packs, too.
Right.
I also trained on the other side.
Actually, kind of excited because there are some commander cards in here that I like using that are already in my
Do
pool.
me a giant favor.
Sure.
Can you pull off the raccoon tail? for
Yeah.
me?
Just
Just pull it off. Thank you.
sure. You want?
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Let's see.
Check 1, 2.
And
Check 1,
step.
2.
Completed dungeon, non-creature spell. Okay, so yeah, Rayev's very familiar territory to me, so if nothing else sticks out, that's what I'm going for.
Take some of that high trash.
Thank you. Yep.
There's going to be quite a lot of it, so I'll see what I can do to...
Oh,
Okay.
well, I mean, and then I opened Kozilek, so, you know.
Maybe I'm gonna.
It's up to that as a legend.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's,
can make, yeah, if you can make a quiz like
Yeah,
that.
it
work,
certainly
I'd be very
goes in
impressed.
decks.
It goes
Probably
to
not
Dex,
a
that's
commander.
right, yeah, that's not happening for, yeah. It's not, the one Commander Masters draft I did where I got, Morophon. It's
Oh,
like a
wow.
little bit the opposite end of, color identity.
There, perfect.
So, blood aspirant. That means that they breathe blood.
Or they're aspiring to be blood.
That's true, but I think aspiration it can also be breathing.
Do they breathe it in or out?
Anybody open
Both?
Crazy yet?
There's a,
Well, I've got a Kozilek, the Great Distortion. Not likely to be my commander, but
Right.
there's a full Force of Will over here.
Oh, wow.
oh Jesus!
Oh. That's pretty nice.
Or the dragon.
Do you think you'll be playing that Polar Force of Will?
I don't know. Like if I play blue, I'll definitely play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really want to be
Oh,
able to play
nice.
this. Like,
Oh,
just
yeah.
'cause, like,
That was my first commander.
yeah. We'll see if I open enough
Oh,
artifacts. or-
Sidisi, nice.
They open ship them.
Remember,
Even
even
if you don't, you can trade stuff back and forth.
Right.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do recommend that you open the packs quickly because from what I've seen of this, it might take a little while to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Like over twice as many as I'm used to for sealed.
And trading is gonna be crazy.
Right. Okay. What do you have for me, Kamigawa?
Alright, if you're looking to hold on to these red packs.
You can take mine if you're.
Takes-
Yeah, no, I'm fine
Thank
with
you.
it.
I feel like I just have to like sort my cards first before I
Yeah.
can like decide what I'm gonna play.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, this is overwhelming.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would approach it.
okay.
Bit of innovation, do. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yep. No, thank you. Under. Oh, yep. That's
Okay,
Kaza. There's definitely another build around me legend as potential. Kazar Royal Chaser. Oh, Hamza Godi of Arishan too. I love that guy. Yep, I've got yeah, that was a windmill slam for me. The deck that he's in, the Much the Machine deck that he's in, because I just +1/+1 counters are just yeah.
Wow. Foil, borderless Force of Will and a foil borderless Divine Triumph.
Oh, jeez, wow.
not bad.
Not bad at all. Argoth.
No titanium.
No, well, yeah, almost like impossible at this, almost impossible.
You never know what might end up on the list. Oh, but these are all draft.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right, non-basics there. I mean, it is It is mana sync, though I've never needed a mana sync in Commander before.
Oh wow, nice.
Now what?
Lord Xander.
Oh wow.
What we crack?
It's making up for last year when I like didn't open any good like legends.
Yeah.
There's a Lord Xander, Brokos, Apex of Forever, a foil borderless Savai Trial,
Oh, very nice.
Invasion of Alara.
Wow.
Invasion of Alara out there too.
Yeah. Do you have? Maybe you'll open the familiar from the kind of the breakout standard deck. The Alara to roll into familiar and then cast the. Oh wait, no. Did they just change the rules for Cascade? I heard something about that.
Kind of, but keep opening your packs, Daniel.
Okay,
I don't want you to
sorry.
fall behind and just opening your cards.
Yeah, I want to like get these open and then like narrow my focus to something like. Oh, okay.
Why is that 4 has potential 2? So, raid bombardment, 3 blind mines. Might be able to do something silly with that. White black.
Alright, I should probably just pick one of these 3 color guys.
I would really just to your bias. And if you can't lean to your bias, this rules from and then you get to push.
Oh, Victor Slick, I'll take that.
A lot of people like black tradition too. And I'm going to, black, and then all of a sudden, they're presented this dead, and then they go far. Because they're playing by one block that they had no idea that they could actually play really. It's
Voice of All, Radha, the borderless arts. Oh, hey, classic border woodland cemetery.
Yeah, very nice.
is going to be necessary to
Farsight, cast into fire, Mortal Knife Wound, Witching Leechcraft, then Crebain, Pippin's Bravery, Bill the Pony, Belvond, Balrog, colorless, borderless. Getting some fun stuff. Thank you.
There you go, all packs open.
Almost.
Oh, almost.
We got a Hermetic Study and a Basilisk Collar.
Oh no.
So to give you a little bit of motivation, since you only have a 25% chance
on
on
average.
the goal of this is to build the best decks possible. Because you want to cheer for your table to win, essentially. Because you're gonna help out that table, or the people at your table.
Right.
To move on.
Oh, yeah. Guess a Sunslayer. Bless the Sunslayer, blah. But Capricious Hellraiser 2.
Have we opened all of our cards?
All
Yes.
cards are open.
I'm just gotta figure out what I'm playing.
So we have a
We have
little
under an hour left.
just so you're aware.
Okay.
Bless you.
Okay. Let's look at my legend.
Judge.
Oh boy, which one is that?
It is animate spell.
Oh, no.
So the spell becomes a creature. Does that like
Sorry, you okay?
does that counter the spell until later or?
Yes, it doesn't resolve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
It just gets slurped into play as a
Yep.
creature,
Yep.
and then later I could cast it. Okay. Or whoever could cast it.
Yeah, last year I know someone who opened like the Eldrazi sliver or whatever.
Oh.
That was their deck.
Yeah, congrats to that person. Does anyone have any 3-color commanders they are not considering playing? I only got 2s.
I also only have twos.
I have this one. Like, which I'm probably not gonna play. Because I have
A
some-
lot of black. Brokers.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I am extremely interested in this one. If you're willing to trade it.
Yeah, I'm not playing. Also this and
Oh, look at you! You're down to the britches over here. Like, shoot. Rock is the tutor creature one, right?
yes.
I think I want to be Jeskai. If there's anything you're in. What are you playing?
Oh, you have two Jeskai.
I'm considering playing a Hilda, but I don't think I'm gonna get enough support for it, even trading with you guys.
Right, and if I get this Jeskai one from you, I'm building a tapper deck. So that would create some tension if we're both building tapper decks.
So I would love to play Hilda, but I don't think it's gonna work out. So I'm probably gonna be playing CDC Blood Tyrant.
Okay.
Oh, that leaves all my black and green wide open. If you want to send me that Jeskai. by the way.
Probably the best one I've got here.
Let's see here.
I can actually build around.
The real question is, does Dwynahir appear in Baldur's Gate 3? That's the...
I promised myself that I would buy myself Baldur's Gate 3 when this was over. I can't wait to play it.
I think the collective output potential of the world went down when Baldur's Gate 3 came out.
Baldur's Gate 3, the pandemic too.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine if it came out during the pandemic?
Background. Oh. I have exactly one creature with partner.
I have a
I have a
couple
few of them.
that I'm probably.
Yeah,
I also have a Luris Companion.
I should pull out anything I have like that.
Anyone's
really.
interested in that?
Bold.
Yeah, if anybody has a green creature legendary with partner, I'd be potentially interested.
I should see.
My partners are blue and white.
I've got Brinlin.
I have lots of green homies with backgrounds.
Gotcha.
I think I'll have good cards in red though.
It doesn't touch. Yeah, I was looking for green specifically out of that, unfortunately. Thank you, though.
Still good stuff in white and red.
Oh, you said you were looking for a green partner?
Green partner.
That's something. I don't know, or there's also this. Yeah, that and that, I guess.
So what reason why
I'm just gonna put some like mana up here that I'm probably not using.
Kudos for that. I know. I'm making legacy players cry. I'm sorry, Brian. But I mean, like nobody opened the white venture, right? But yeah, the Ultra's game was definitely a thing to wanted to make sure that we focused on because of other things.
I just want to get ahead of any unpleasantness because there is some amount of money that have been, or cards that are valuable. A reminder that trades can only come from cards within the pot.
Yes.
Allows you to play other stages to imagine, top on track.
Yeah, I might, depending on the rest, I gotta double check the rest of my pool, but I might be interested in that one.
It wasn't but it was.
Let me see if they have anything.
It was a neat elements forced braids. Turn one, jewel bonus, swan.
I've got white. I got a bunch of white warriors. If anyone's playing white.
Have you decided these are not going to be
Those
your
are
commander?
not going to be my commander. This one.
If anyone's I can
So if you open it, trade it. That's really the only way.
I also have a deflecting SWAT sitting around. I'm
Yeah.
going to be playing, which kind of feels bad, but
Well, I'm either going to be interested in the white rares or that deflecting slot. Let me think.
We did that last year. It came hot. So decided that
I'm looking for mill support if anyone has any good mill stuff.
I have a whole pile of green and black here that will not be annoying my colors.
Yeah, the usual limited sorting heuristics don't really work.
No. Yeah, because I'm looking for keywords.
It's
It's like, yeah. Where's my arena search function or Spyfall?
Okay, it's a hybrid red. It's a hybrid red. And it says return card name. Return card name to
It's owner's hand.
It's owner's hand.
Here, I got this lady right up your alley.
So what Park wants to do is
Is that just up for offering or trade?
I have your Zergo and Ojutai over here if you
Are you
want
going to be building them?
I believe so. If we're cool.
Yeah.
Then that's my plan. Alright. These green and black cards will no longer be part of my deck.
keep going, literally as many spells as possible. So.
Are these mana sources up for trade over here?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be using those.
Interested in some Jeskai fixing. I have lots of black here.
Okay. If you have any like Grixis, like.
Yeah, I got Dismal Backwater and Black Dragon Gate here that are Grixis.
Okay, I think I have a Black Dragon Gate already, but
Are there one-of rules?
I don't.
yeah, there still is.
There's still
Yes.
a one-of rule?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't think so. Usually.
I'll go confirm that with the Hedrift.
So, I mean, yeah, I'll take it. I'll trade it for the Dismal Backwater. Sure.
If anyone else has Jeskai wedge lands they don't need. I'm open for
I
business.
know I got one. Let's just That's not it.
That's Grixis.
Mill stuff.
Starting to lay out your curve there, Brian.
Yeah, colors have been selected. Now enough to build a deck.
Yeah.
What are we running?
We got Zergo and Ojutai.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Jeskai.
All right, we do some Jeskai stuff. Let's go.
Let's see here. Those. Yes, I'd be interested in H-Techic. So, do you know what colors your deck are going to be? At
Oh,
this
I think
point?
I'm gonna be
Are the cards we don't
Grixis.
play in our
Gotcha, okay.
sideboard for lessons
Okay,
and
well,
learning
I mean,
purposes?
we
I
100%
can
not
learn
in each other's
lessons.
colors.
Oh, are you
so,
green-white?
Yes, I am.
I have some other like
Neat.
green white stuff like this and like I'm probably not gonna use this like
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Kind of a corner case.
So yeah, that's a corner case. It's kind of cool that you can use your sideboard in this build and have it be an efficient thing. It's going to be crazy that
still have to
you
abide by
have-
the singleton rule.
Yeah.
Exactly correct. The only thing that differs from normal commander in this is that you have a wish board and it is your sideboard.
Yeah. Yep.
But when you wish, it still has to follow the singleton rule, so you can't wish for something that you already have in your deck. 1, and 2, it still has to follow your color identity. So all those things still apply.
Cool.
So does that also account for cards like if they end up pulling a card, which I don't think they can because there's no War of the Spark, but any sort of wish mechanic you can pull from your sideboard?
Anything
Yep.
AFR
AFR has whatchamacallit? Wish, literal wish.
Right, that's right. It does have wish.
Shout out to modern Storm players, by the way.
What about Pioneer players?
I mean that too. Yeah, you're not wrong. Not wrong. I love that card a lot. So yeah, if somebody opened Wish, you'd be able to cast that and be able to use something on your sideboard.
That's amazing.
Which is another deck building choice because of what do you leave in your sideboard and how many times are you going to see Wish, out of the 100, and can you search for it? Can you find it? That other stuff you have to worry about, concerned about.
Right, and the specific question already learn, right? So learn is a mechanic where like you could, if you had cards, you could pull from that sideboard as well.
Correct.
That are associated with the learn mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, for anybody in the chat who doesn't know, learn is still an actual viable mechanic because you can discard to draw. Even if you have nothing to learn with.
Yeah, that's correct.
My blue-red storm that uses that. We have some trading going on here.
And I'm definitely interested in Arwen and probably Kadira.
cool.
If you want to look through any of my other...
What if I give you these two for that Balrog and like that Is It Wizard and like the flyer?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Balrog.
Sure. Yeah. Works for me.
Then I'm still up on the this one too. So
Okay.
in case you feel like in case you see
Sure.
something,
Okay.
if you want to look through my things and.
I have some like green stuff that some of this might be good. But,
Yeah, I have some
So you're
other
not gonna
Let me take a look.
sacrifice
Yeah.
things in my
Black.
black and red for sure.
All my extra stuff's over here if you want to dig
Oh,
through
I'm
it.
really
take a
interested
look.
in that. I'm like, okay, man, in blue, gotta have the counter spells.
Right.
Little under 45 minutes left in build.
I'm watching you all do this, and I just wish that I was also sitting down.
Yeah.
So,
It is the literal hardest deck building challenge I have ever
Yeah,
done.
Yeah, my brain is goo. You want to come do this for me?
Yeah.
I think at some point you have to accept that you will not build the best thing, that you won't do this entirely. correctly.
Never accept it.
And
Yeah,
that hurts
this
my big
is-
brain.
This is
No, you have to trust your instincts and trust your
That's
guts.
That's the biggest thing with this format is that it really shows you how much limited you've played.
Yeah.
Like even historically speaking, because there isn't just a primer for this that's going to tell you exactly what you need to do because of the chaos and the availability in the pools. You're gonna need to know what you're doing and understand how to build chaos, and that is a skill that you learn as a limited player throughout this entire throughout your entire Magic experience.
Yep.
I mean, like you can go to a Magic Con and draft a chaos draft, but like unless you're doing it consistently, you're not really gonna pick that up unless you essentially every set Wizards teaches you something. Because I believe that there is a mechanic or a thing that they focus on, and it's this new shiny mechanic that has a new name, like Toxic, for example, right?
Yeah.
They wanted to show you what poison counters were like, but there's also a hidden lesson in there where it's like, okay, we're in All Will Be One, for example, and why people didn't like it so much was, hey, you got to be aggressive, and we're going to teach you how to be aggressive, and we're going to show you how aggressive decks face off against aggressive decks and what you need to do to be able to stop that. And it depends on how successful they are with their ability to build a set that will dictate whether or not you're going to be able to teach that lesson essentially.
Right. So the lesson being taught inside the construction of the set is also equal to how successful the limited environment is as well. Like
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Interesting. I never thought about that sort of design as a lesson building tool.
You're supposed to learn something. So, for example, Dominaria United, you're supposed
Right.
to learn how to splash. In Eldraine, you've got in the old Eldraine, it was how to be flexible in draft and try to figure out your lane.
Yeah.
In New Eldraine, it's how do I play with these stupid enchantments, and how much is an aura really worth?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So there's you can go through every set and you can try to figure out the lesson of it, and once you have, you try to focus. You will have more success in limited if you focus on those lessons. I'm telling you, and that reflects in what we're seeing right here.
Absolutely. Well, also,
That's it, folks. You can turn off the stream. Put it all now.
yeah, done. Close it, chat. That's it. Clip it. We're done. It's also a lot of information to take in because of the sheer volume of packs that they're opening and cards
Absolutely.
available to them. I feel like this is also, it could be, as a Commander player, this could be something that's really great to sort of build it very quickly, and then if I really enjoy how it plays, take it apart after this event and say, like, how do I have a spine here, how do I take that spine and I elaborate on it?
Oh, absolutely. I know people who have their decks from last year that have upgraded them completely and still play with them today. I also know people who are like, I'm going to keep my deck together as is, and I'm not taking it apart again because it's a memory. It's a relic. See, that's also the value add here with Commander Sealed, is that you're going to walk away with a deck that outside of this format you can still play.
Yeah.
You're going to still be able to play a commander deck,
Yeah.
and you can change 10 cards. You can change 10 cards and swap it and upgrade it and have it be, super functional as opposed to just functional. And then you can compete at any pod, really.
Yeah. And for people who haven't tuned into this stream before, your Twitch channel before, that is also something that you do outside of this event on a weekly basis too, is bring people on to play pre-existing Commander Sealed decks through Moxfield, right?
Yep, that's correct. Either through Moxfield, or if they came to the event last year, we had them use their paper decks. My buddy Alex was a constant streamer. Our champion, who you saw earlier, was a constant streamer with me, and would play a whole bunch of that. And we wanted to make sure that we tested everything and made sure that we were able to figure out what went right and what went wrong and what we needed to do to be able to, have this be a great play experience, which is where the festival came from.
Mm-hmm. We have something in the chat here. Honestly, I would love the ability to simulate this event format just to do it. I completely agree. Do you think that this is something that people can simulate with their friends at the kitchen table, wherever?
Absolutely. We have the festival up on the Twitter. I will, after the event, I'll make sure to post the festival for that, and then we will have and the pack list as well, so that you can do this at home. This is a great. You're going to spend anywhere between $70 to $100 on the packs, basically, per person, and you're gonna because it's 14 packs, and you're gonna be able to recreate this experience, because obviously in a friend group you understand what's going on, right? And a bunch of trading happening.
Yeah, but that's honestly not a bad price for your bang for your buck here. If MSRP of a commander deck is going between 40 to 70, 80, given the recent commander right? Then also if I wanted to spend $70 for 15 packs to do this sealed environment with my friends, that's also a great value.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't recommend customizing it outside of what we've done here, because this is kind of the festival is balanced for this sort of thing. But even if you don't want to buy all of those packs, take your commander decks and play with the festival. Set a 60-minute time limit and then just play with the festival. That's what really you should try, because that is a lot of fun, and it makes sure that the game ends, and so that you can get out of there. And if you only have an hour and a half, that's what you need to do.
Yeah, there we go. Let's
for
the camera. Thank you.
Sure. We've got festival is a great thing. We can we'll focus on this a little later, but essentially when time is called, half of your life rounded up is taken away from you.
Immediately.
You gotta pay the ticket taker, right? And then you have a choice between 3 wonderful cards. Do you want to time twister yourself? Do you want to dig through time, or do you want to cast Jeska's Will with colorless mana instead of colored mana? If you have your commander out and you want to do and you want to do both modes, that's a pretty good option. But the Mystical Oracle, which is the dig through time option, is the most flexible, because it has the 3 options in the middle that you can do. We'll have this image up on Twitter, and we'll make sure to have it up on stream here in a little bit. Yep. But you have the next step in that, if you've survived, it depends on how powerful your step was previously. There's the most craziest, most powerful thing is actually on the side where the weakest first step is. So the step right up, exile target non-land permanent. Each player other than its controller creates a token that's a copy of it, except it has haste. So it's going to be, you get to fractured identity an item of somebody else's thing and make it crazy. So somebody open a Tali, please, and have that cracked and do that, because we saw that yesterday with the CEDH stream, and how many Tali's Scoop made. Oh my god. So and just remember, if you can't kill him in 3 turns, you're dead, because at the end of the.
I know this one. I'd play it for sure.
We got some trading going on?
Yeah, we do have some trading going on. Let's give it a
That one's an oldie but goodie.
Daniel, I have Golem Artisan.
Yeah.
Karis and Deidre,
Oh,
would you guys
definitely.
just trade? Would you guys
Do you have
just
any
trade back and
lands
forth
that
there?
make white, red, or
What was
blue?
the card that was just handed?
Or color fixing of any kind?
I mean,
Crystal Grotto,
I'm probably not using this Brakos, and it's
We have a Tears
in her
of Overlord,
colors,
which can
and
get you a Swamp or
I'll
Mountain.
Croesus
Oh, that's
Catacombs because I'm in
Metamorphic
Grixis.
Expanse,
Alright,
only 2
alright.
colors,
I mean, like-
so I don't even need the expanse.
I just need the color fixing, really.
Right. What's the game plan for you?
And
Just play good cards.
In the Grixis mindset. All right. Yeah.
You've got a bunch here. I would definitely be interested in these.
Hard to
three,
argue.
yeah,
And yeah.
but yeah, do you
yeah, that's
wanna- are you
like
playing
if you have
white?
to, for sure.
Right, right.
No, and I'm also
those
not
are
using this. I
definitely
mean, I have
bad.
another one if you want to, like,
These are all my cards that I'm not using. If you
Okay.
wanna dig
I would
through
like that as
that.
well.
yeah.
I have lots of white
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm just not. I just didn't.
Well, white
open a lot of
rares
white.
are
I
up your
think-
alley.
I think Dan's
Oh, I
in
didn't
white.
see those white rares.
And no, you're in white too. So
What about this green?
Actually, this one is green. Yeah. And I also have
Oh, you got glory over there.
I need to, like,
red.
What does
Let's see CS23. Your colors. Could I look through your black stuff?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, right, Boulder Branch Golem, I'll definitely take that.
Yeah, add all of these to the pile of things I'm interested in.
Seems like everybody's looked through all of their cards.
Yeah, now we're looking
Yeah.
at everyone else's.
Yep. What else do I have available to me?
Playing this card.
and I don't know if you're in green, you might want some of these. Oh, sorry. All right, I have to start cutting stuff.
Cutting. I can't even make 60 right now.
Well, like first I'll just like throw together anything that like looks kind of playable, and then I have to like remove the ones that are like actually.
Kind
Use
of
this one.
interested in.
Oh, this is the wrong set of cards. I'm gonna borrow this one instead.
Kind of interested in this one. So, do you want to look through my stuff?
Oh, I have 2 Foundry Inspectors. If anyone wants a Foundry
Yeah,
Inspector.
I have a bunch of
I
them,
took
too.
I took a stack of green cards,
Okay.
so if you want to just double check those.
I mean, I'm fine sending any of these your way. Just let me see your. What colors are you?
I'm white and green.
All right. Can I see your red and blue?
Yeah.
I don't really.
And if you're looking through my stuff, I mean, like I'm like not using any of this stuff. Like
I don't
it's
really
like
want
mostly
that
white and
one
green.
check of it. I would definitely want to go for these 3.
Oh, okay.
And
and
if you.
Do you have any like red or like anything?
Yeah. So what colors do you have?
I'm in Grixis, so it's like blue, red, black. But like if you're in blue, black too, then I don't want to like take your good stuff. Or I'd rather you use it.
Red, yeah, I'm not gonna show you my red stuff at least. Where's my red stuff? Are you looking through my red stuff?
Can't get my finger to that peach
Your
color.
red stuff is in this pile.
So these are the things I have that you might be interested
Oh, okay.
in.
Oh yeah, Pearl Medallion.
These are all commons.
Arcane Signet, as it turns out.
Okay, I definitely want this.
Lost Diamond. Okay. I think I have a pile. That might be a deck.
Pile. Scoop phase.
No, it's way too early for scoop phase.
So you were interested in all these ones?
Yeah. Yep.
I guess the ones I was looking at are all like commons, so
Yeah, whatever makes sense to you
Whatever.
is cool with me.
I don't know what your priorities in this pile are. But...
Gunnar, how often do you see people making trades with the agreement to trade card or hand things back at the end of the day?
I mean, like usually you see the trades like you'd be permanent because most of the trades are with like 10-cent, 20-cent cards. But
here we've got deflecting swell, we've got this borderless force of will.
These cards were worth no money, and we could just build good decks.
But technically they are worth no money because we are currently in capitalism and it's supply and demand, right?
Yeah, the return equity is
Hey, let me put it to you this way: when Adam Adam opened Joda, and the new Joda from DMU, and traded away his mana drain for the common from the common land that helps fix legendaries from Lord of the Rings. Like, that's a $30 net loss for him, quote unquote. But it allows him to try to win the game more often.
And that's really what you should be focusing
I
on
want this
necessarily.
one.
30 minutes left to
I
go.
want this one. Let me check the pile. There's 2 other non-rares that I want dragons as many as I can get. And how about these 4? Sure. Cool. Alright, here's your cards back.
Oh wait, where okay. Definitely had some cards in here. I was gonna.
I only have 2.
I don't know if you are interested in that.
Oh, sick, probably. Did I have any cards you wanted? This is my extras pile.
I don't remember if I like looked yet.
Okay.
Can I look through these?
Oh yeah, help yourself.
Is this out of your colors?
Yeah, it's not my colors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I put it in my pile, assuming you're gonna make
Yeah,
yourself
yeah,
happy later?
yeah.
Alright, cool.
And I'm just not gonna miss it either
All right,
way.
perfect.
So it's like,
Yeah, all right, yeah. Trying to get a deck built here.
With 30 minutes left, or less than 30 minutes left, you should know what your deck does to a certain extent. And maybe some of the trading is done, but you're at the point now where you're just building the deck, making sure your curve works, making sure your lands work.
I have too many 2-drops.
Is there anything in particular you're excited to play that you've opened?
I'm very excited to force the will someone's really good card, and they're not gonna see it coming.
Oh no.
That's gonna be as good in 5 mana mode today as it is in 0 mana mode.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
These games are gonna go long.
Yeah.
You'll have the 5.
No, but they'll think I'm tapped out, and hit him with the force of will.
Take a seat, nerd.
I would be very excited if I see you force a will at Thassa's Oracle.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, I didn't open one of
Thassa's
those.
Oracle? Not
Yeah.
in the format.
No, not in the format.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Impossible.
I tend to be the person at the table that gets things moving,
Sure.
and so I'm very excited to have opened Barroom Brawl.
Oh yeah, that's a
So I
great
guess there's
card.
a bunch
Oh
of
my
your
God,
stuff,
Powerball.
Deirdre, that I'm looking at.
Okay.
Pretty much all these I'd be interested in.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what I have for you.
I saw some stuff in here that like I might want. Like I
Ooh, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do we got?
So it's 1 and a green. Sorcery. Target creature you control fights target creature your opponent on to your left controls. Then that player may copy the spell and choose new targets for that copy. So you're gonna bounce back and forth and continue the chain of fighting creatures and doing the most green thing possible.
For 2 mana, that's amazing.
For 2 mana, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And hopefully you have the biggest creatures on board. So when somebody tries to do it, they're like, I don't wanna. I'm done.
I definitely want these. Like, they're just like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also these that I think are in your colors.
We definitely want that. Ooh, I like this. Like that. Oh, Slice and Dice. That's one of my favorite cards.
I feel very, very unconfident. I don't even have like 50 cards yet.
Is anyone else playing a playtest card?
I didn't see
Unfortunately,
any-
I didn't get a mystery booster, so
Yeah,
I think he may have been the only one.
This year,
I'm definitely like, I definitely would like these, and you can have like any of those that you want.
Okay. I kind of want like all of these ones.
Yeah,
if that's-
yeah. I'll. You want to just like trade them all? Like,
Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine by
That's
me.
good for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
This is so exciting to watch.
I'm glad someone's excited.
I'm excited because,
Oh
like,
gosh. Is this mine?
beyond the fact that I've been working on this for a year, wow,
those are
there's
not
that
my
force of
cards.
will.
That probably are yours. Yeah, I think I would. Those are the ones I was looking.
Oh, these
for,
are the ones
yeah.
you're looking at. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
these are mine. Yeah.
I've always wanted to build a Lord Sander deck that was target opponent
What color
only.
do you
So it wasn't. You can't put any cards in there that said each opponent. It was always target opponent and had to be a big
I
bully.
don't look too much at your stuff.
Just pick
What
a
color are you
person.
in?
White and
you
green.
pick a person
White
and
and
you're
green.
like, all right, I'm bullying you this entire time.
Yep.
Can I look at your like dual color stuff?
Yeah, I don't have a lot left.
Or even look at the legends?
Oh yeah, actually, my legend. Actually, what am I talking about?
Legends
That pile,
pile.
that pile right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found a bunch of.
I kind of want that. I
Uh,
definitely want that.
You're in green.
Oh, that's not. I'm not in white.
Blue,
Shoot.
green, blue, black, right?
Shoot. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So these multicolored things are all.
I think Galissa I'm interested in.
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this one.
Pollen shield hair, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For one of these.
For one of those, for sure. Yeah.
And you're green white. Right?
Yes.
I have lots of white rares for you to look at. Not the double
Oh,
18,
sorry.
It's
Yep.
not white. I think I'm gonna hold on to that because I don't want anyone else to play it
Yes.
against me. Do I have anything in green white?
So I'll
This is
I'll
green
take
white.
these three.
Okay.
So I think that puts. Let's see.
Could I see? I mean, I think I'd want another rare for the all three.
Oh yeah.
Do you have?
Would you like a woodland cemetery?
I would like a woodland cemetery.
I think that's the well.
Okay, could I
think-
look through just like your green stuff that you
Yeah.
aren't gonna use?
Okay, so here's the crazy question: how many lands are you gonna put in your commander deck?
Probably 40.
Yeah, 40 I think is.
36.
Yeah.
I have so much fixing. I might be able to go
I feel
down
like
to
my mana
35.
curve is pretty low, so I might go under. But I just don't even have enough cards to put in the deck to bring me up to 40 land.
Depending on what I'm doing, especially with lands. Like, if I have a lands matters commander, it's 40 plus all the time. But if I have 6 mana rocks and I have, you know, other things that are going to be able to ramp me and find me those lands and draw me those lands. Like, imagine opening land tax, right?
Right.
Yeah, I would be inclined to lower my land count from that. But anywhere between 35 and 40, I believe, is the correct answer for no matter what you're doing in this format.
Yeah, I'm almost certainly going to play 35. 1 to fit cards, and 2 because I have so much acceleration for my mana.
20 minutes left in build.
So with this last 20 minutes, what would you prioritize?
I'd be, you know, trying to make sure that I would look at my sideboard again. That would be the number one thing, because I would look at my sideboard again, and I would look to see if there's anything in there that I had forgotten about during build, because it's a lot of cards, or something about, or other things that I might have changed my strategy a little bit, and I want to throw it into the deck to be able to have it sing, essentially. Because I have, in a professional setting, I have definitely forgotten a card or two that should have been in the card, and then ended up with a 41 card special. So, I mean, I would make sure that I would double check my sideboard so that I would understand what the heck's going on, and making sure that all the cards in my sideboard are ones that I definitely don't want in the deck.
Got it, yeah. And your sideboard is, just for any other sealed situation, your sideboard is the whole pile, right? Anything you didn't use, right?
That is correct. Anything that you opened that you didn't trade away, that you didn't use, is in your sideboard and can be used in this format.
Right. And I imagine you were talking to them about their land base a few minutes ago. I imagine that because you're not as in control of what the curve is, or a highly optimized curve, because you have a limited amount of cards, right?
Sure.
A higher land base is more important than, say, like, because I don't know, maybe I don't have enough ramp, maybe I don't have enough whatever, you know?
Well, think of two things, right? Number one, you're going to want to make sure you hit your land drops in this format. That's the number one thing that's going to stop you from winning, because spending mana and using mana efficiently is 1,000% what you need to do.
Shocking, absolutely shocking.
And number two, with the initiative in play, that first level of the initiative is go get a basic. So if you're able to find some of those initiative cards, and you're able, or if somebody else has put an initiative card into play, you're going to want to hit them as soon as possible to be able to grab that land.
Yeah.
So,
I was just talking with my carpool up here on the 5-hour drive, and we were talking about how 4 and 5 color decks in EDH now running basics just because of, like, if they're not running the basic, they miss that first initiative trigger, they miss that Path to Exile trigger. Like, just one of each is so necessary.
absolutely. And Blood Moon, that's a card.
And Blood Moon is a card. That is
Blood Moon is a card. It's a funny card,
Yeah.
but it's a card.
Yeah, back to basics, and it's a card too. Yeah.
I'll be right
Are
back,
we
folks.
feeling
Just so you know, basic lands are right over here.
Okay.
Oh, okay, thank you.
There's more in the top.
Yeah, I might just end up playing.
So are we feeling
37.
confident in our builds? Are we feeling good?
No.
Yes.
I'm feeling good about mine.
Absolutely not.
What's the no for? What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
If you
Does anyone have a Milliken? It's like an uncommon.
No.
I have Millstone.
here's
Yeah,
some
it's
here's
actual original.
I forgot. Here's some.
So Chet wants to know how many booster packs did they get?
14. So 7 randomly distributed standard packs that are not Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow, because we do not want the day-night cycle in this, because that would be too many judge calls. That's just full transparency for you. And 7 packs that are guaranteed are Dominaria Remastered, Dominaria United, Lord of the Rings, Commander Legends, Commander Legends Baldur's Gate ×2, and then either the Mystery Booster or the Commander Masters pack is what you're going to be looking at.
Chat, there you go. I put the link into the chat for you. That's going to jump to the Twitter page, which has everything listed as far as the guarantees and the randoms.
Absolutely.
Alright. Decide my mana.
Ryan, you didn't open Jeskai Ascendancy, did you?
No. Didn't open Jeskai anything. Had to trade for that.
Fair. 15 minutes left in build.
I heard you going for that Iron Chef announcer voice the first time, for the 20 minutes.
Shh, no, that's not exactly where I'm influenced from or anything. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. No.
I'm curious if somebody opened the Adventure Commander in the other room and decided to go for the Adventure Commander.
Which one? The Bant or the Teamer?
The Teamer one.
The new one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd be very curious to see if that actually happened. Adventures is another one of those things that you should prioritize because it's 2 spells on a body.
It's 2 spells, yeah, absolutely.
And you only get like 63 or 60 to 63 basically spells in your deck to be able to cast. So we're in crunch time right now. Everybody needs to make sure that they have their decks ready to rock.
Yeah, this is where I see laying out of curves. This is where I see laying out of creatures, board wipes, removal, all the necessary themes or like topics that you need to have inside the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel, what'd you end up with your commander?
Kellich Sunmane Familiar partnered with Ictelic Salvage Splicer because I know how to build counters matters.
All right, makes sense.
I also have the red-white one, the Master Smith, which I also know how to build that one too, but I really like what I'm putting together with this, so.
Excellent, yeah. 1/1 counters is definitely something that you see over many sets, so I'm not surprised that there's a lot of support for that right now.
It's usually my favorite
there, over
archetype
there.
for anything.
Fair.
Simple and it does the job.
But with Ictelor, I also pushed me to like look for food as well, which pushed me into tokens. So it's +1/+1 counters, tokens go wide, which is a common combination. So
That's a good soup, not gonna lie. I mean, like that's the correct part of the pool that you want to be swimming in, and when they're all connected like that.
I am interested in this question of, so say for instance you start with a theme, right? You're like, okay, I've got tokens, or I've got go
Sure.
wide or whatever, right? And then you start to like find yourself weaving down a totally different pathway, and maybe they connect, but like at what point is it too many hats in a sealed environment like this?
I mean, like if you're counting, if you have more, I can do this, than fingers on your hand, you've done goofed. Focusing on something that makes sense, that are like putting things together. So for example, Academy Manufactor, when it's like I'm going to make food, I'm going to make clue, and I'm going to make treasure. Whatever you make one of those, you're going to want to focus on making. You're going to want to focus on the overarching thing, which is just make tokens.
Right.
So you're going to want token makers and token doublers and that kind of thing. Getting down to the nitty gritty, being like, I have this life gain strategy, and I have a ramp strategy, and then I can draw a whole bunch of cards after all that too. Those are all great, but that's not necessarily the focus of your deck. Right. So,
and also highly mana intensive, given you have to crack clues and foods and.
Can I get some handfuls of basic lands?
Which
Island
ones?
Mountain Plains. Just a chunk of each. Thanks. Thank you.
okay.
Bless you. 10 minutes left in build.
I'll just do some mana math.
Man, I'm mad.
Just did all the work to get a 100 card deck and forgot I have a commander.
Yep.
Gotta cut one more.
Yeah,
Bummer.
I did the same thing.
I'm done. Shit.
I feel like I've really bloated top end here. But I really don't know how this is all
Remember,
going to-
y'all, if you win your bracket, at the end of the bracket, you can choose anybody else that is playing Commander Sealed this weekend, and you can play Two-Headed Giant with them on Sunday for the Grand Championship.
Oh, wow.
With their deck or with a new
Yeah,
pool?
with their
Okay.
with their deck. Yeah, no, you're playing the same decks from that day.
Cool.
But the cool thing is that the winner gets to pick whoever they want.
I love you, Brineman, but I think you need to be cut.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me for a second. My name's Brian.
Oh,
Brineman.
no.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh, no.
Sorry, it's time for Truth to be
And-
cut.
yeah.
I think that's a deck. Basics are over there.
Mhm.
Less than 7 minutes.
Alright, I have returned. I noticed the land piles are a little smaller, which is good. I mean, some people it's different.
Open up those fresh sleeves.
Couldn't find a pile of 100 raunchy ones.
And look at that. That is what pro players do. That's what all players should do. Shuffle your sleeves before you sleeve your deck.
I've honestly never seen that before.
I've never
today.
I've never seen that before.
I have given so many marked card game losses because all of the lands were hit with the sleeves from the second pack. So they all had like a corner ding or a weird extra plastic marking
Like
or
slight
something.
color differentiation, slight.
Yeah.
Right.
And the thing you should never ever do is take two sleeves, even if they're from the same company, from different packs, different like boxes or whatever.
Wow.
I've also seen that where the whole sideboard looks different.
Yeah,
Yep.
you've heard it here first.
Yeah. The pro tips from a judge.
Also, if you're using the same sleeves for two events, mix your sideboard sleeves from event 1 into your main deck to get like uniform shuffleware.
Yep. Because and you see that happen with draft sets too when people show up to limited events.
Yep.
Their lands all are a lot more, or sorry, their non-lands are a lot more worn than the lands.
Right.
Because the non-land sleeves get used for all their limited decks, and the lands only get used in that color. And it happens all the time. I think, so here's my hot take. I think that in general, judges can be a little bit lenient, or sorry, not lenient, a little bit too strict on some more imperceptible marked cards issues. And the upgrade is there. So marked card is usually a warning. The upgrade to game loss is there because if there's a possibility that this player is gaining an advantage from it. I mean, if they're doing it on purpose, it's cheating and they're getting out of the event. But if even if there's a possibility that all the lands are different and they're gaining some advantage from that, we want to just say, you know what, this game we need to not do this game anymore, and we're going to give you an opportunity to resleeve your deck. So that's
Less than 5 minutes.
Is it deck checking for this event?
There is no. Yeah.
Because I don't think I have any fresh sleeves.
Do you have any double face cards in your deck?
I don't think so. Okay.
Because that's the other thing, is making sure your sleeves are nice and opaque. A lot of double face cards in this format.
That is true. I don't think that's what it is.
I don't have sleeves, and I have one double-faced card.
Well, I think you're lucky, because if I remember correctly, you opened one of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
one of the
Yeah.
checklists. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you.
I'm even happy to write it for you if you'd like.
Okay,
Nice and
thanks.
legible.
Alright, 4 minutes left.
So are these your tokens?
I think those are
Yes, they
great.
are.
The problem with smokebacks sometimes, well, first of all, it makes the other side of the double face hard to read. And if you're using smokebacks for some, and then perfectly clear for this, excuse me, from the same brand, usually there isn't a problem, but sometimes there can be a noticeable thickness difference. And that is another way that cards can become there.
If I do the ones that have the ourselves margins in the mud.
Yay, I can do math.
3 minutes left. Are we all feeling built and ready to rock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go around the table and I'll ask this question to each of you. Starting with Brian. What card beyond your commander are you looking forward to resolving today?
Court of Grace.
And Heart of Grace is a great card.
Send it.
That's awesome.
Love that card.
And then, Eris, what are you looking to resolve?
I have no idea.
No idea.
I've already forgotten everything that's in here.
That's fair. That's fair.
Play it by ear.
Welcome
should
to
be
the
all
Commander
clear.
Shield Brady Fox.
Thank you. I lost count.
Daniel, what are you looking forward to resolving?
Barroom Brawl.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Were you counting something? You want me to-
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And Deirdre, are you looking forward? Are you looking forward to that
Making
force
sure I
roll? Or are you
have
looking forward to something else?
100
I
cards
mean,
here.
I think that's the. I'm most excited to, get someone with force as well.
I can't wait to hear that story.
Oh no.
It's gonna be awesome.
I think I just sleeved all the extra lands that were in front of me instead of the lands that were in my deck.
Oh no.
Good thing though, I'm still playing most of those.
All right, the official build time is over in 90 seconds.
Yay, everything's falling over.
How many were there?
37.
Okay, so I need 2 more. Oh no, I need 2 more non-lands. Plenty. All right, I'll put these back in.
Hey, this is streaming and we're gonna be sending our.
Okay, one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
All right, 30 seconds. Assuming since you're all sleeping, you're all set.
So,
All right, y'all. That was build. That's everybody doing their thing and building their decks and having a good time with it. We're gonna go to a break. and we're gonna come back and we're gonna give you round 1 of the Commander Sealed 2023 main event, the thing we've been looking forward to all year. We'll see you in a little bit.
See you soon.